no without.
Good morning, it's a great pleasure for me to be here this morning with you all. I was coming over this morning and I saw the crowd and the excitement at the stadium. We are here for a great cause, a cause that will rally on not only within this country. I hope to hear these voices on the international stage when we're being represented in the upcoming forums. This is a gathering of solidarity, a gathering of faithful women and youth climate activists, women-led feminist networks, community workers from all diverse faith-based organizations and civil society organizations to deliberate, commit, and reaffirm our stand against the devastating impacts of climate change and the ecological impact to our nation. The presence of inclusivity in this collaborating environment brings in a more cohesive approach in building resilience to the impacts of climate change, because we can re-establish our common grounds and build solidarity by challenging injustices and promoting human rights and dignity for all. I would like to thank the organizers and indeed congratulate all individuals, partners and agencies that have made this rally today possible. To the hardworking Women Defend the Commons Working Group, DIVA for Equality, Nolina Mbulivo, Viva Tatawanga, and your team for this historic demonstration, which speaks volumes of the urgency and actions needed towards responding to climate change, disasters, and ecological degradation, internationally, regional, nationally, as well as in our very homes. On behalf of the Fijian government and as the national women's machinery, I stand in accord and support this great initiative, and I eagerly would like to listen to the chants of concerns and hope, resilience messages, which showcase society, culture, and what would be lost from ecological disasters and climate change crisis. I'm informed that more than 600 women and youths are present here this morning from across the divisions to deliver key messages which we could all think about. These are messages Fiji needs to hear from our own mothers, our sisters, our children, the young, who have worked tirelessly and closely engaged in grassroots mobilization, adaptation response work, mitigation, loss and damage advocacy, climate finance, technology transfer, feminist climate activists keeping the gender just content high in the work, indigenous women's networks, making sure that cultural, economic, and issues of rights of nature are highlighted, and the list goes on. In redirecting development to its rightful course, public and private sectors need to constantly be reminded that women are crucial leaders, innovators, and change makers with important diverse knowledge, perspectives, and networks that could critically contribute to disaster risk reduction in our communities and nation as a whole. This will take a broad-based partnership that harnesses a wealth of knowledge that must be tapped at all levels, including government, civil society, private sector, and development partners. We are all in this together. As climate crisis remains of greatest concern, we cannot deny the fact that it has socio-economic roots that is damaging people and the planet. So as this epidemic on the increased inequalities and violence within families and communities, And on that note, I wish to reiterate the existence of a domestic violence helpline 1560, for some of us who may not know about it, which women can access at any time of the day, and accessing timely counseling that is readily available in times of emergency. The same with our child helpline, toll-free number 1325. This intervention does not only end here. My ministry commits to support this space, and as a national women's machinery, we're in the process of developing a 5-year strategic plan and implementation framework for the National Gender Policy 2020 to 2025. This provides transformative and gender-responsive approaches, of which one of our priority areas is improving protection from and resilience to disaster and climate change risks for women and girls. The framework intends to outline key targets and indicators aligned to the National Development Plan and the Sustainable Development Goals, underpinning the effective implementation of the National Gender Policy in fostering partnership with a range of stakeholders like yourselves to boost collective actions, accountability, sustainable results, and empowerment. My ministry stands in commitment towards the invaluable work of climate activists and continuously will champion concerns through a participatory approach as we uphold the overarching development goal of leaving no one behind. I wish to reiterate my heartfelt thanks to the organizers and to all of you who have given up your Saturday to be here for this worthy cause. The National Women's Machinery looks forward to support the advocacy work towards climate justice through strategic interventions in promoting and mobilizing women's leadership in building resilience in Fiji. I look forward to hearing more from yourselves today and declare the 2019 Fiji Women's Climate Emergency Rally open. Vinawale.